China economic data out over the weekend. What do you make of the momentum of China's recovery?
Yeah, the data has shown a material turn in the last couple of months. We've had PMIs moving above 50. We've got broadly positive data, slightly better retail sales numbers, good IP numbers. So I think this is all helping support the move in the equity market, which really started in September this year. And it seems consistent with the move in monetary aggregates, particularly total social financing, which began to pick up in the third quarter.
And with the trade data coming out, what do you think that will say about the global slowdown? I mean, will we see any signs of recovery?
No, I mean, the thing we look at with the trade data is the import data. And often people say, oh, I like the trade data because the current account surplus has grown. That's normally a bad sign in our view. What we really want is the current account surplus in China to narrow because there's a recovery in domestic demand in China. There's no strong evidence of a recovery in global demand. We had some relatively poor Japanese GDP numbers out today. Europe still remains relatively weak. The US is okay, but it hasn't really changed materially. So for the trade data, focus on imports. And if the economy is turning in China, then the import number should be picking up and the surplus should be declining.
And turning to Chinese companies and foreign takeovers, is this a trend that's likely to continue given the current valuations of foreign companies and the fact that Chinese companies need to grow outside China?
Look, the environment for M&A is generally pretty attractive, regardless of who the buyer is at this point in time. Equity valuations are moderate, and the debt markets are very, very vibrant, so you can fund acquisitions at very attractive levels. So this is a sort of global story with M&A. We have, over the last couple of years, seen Chinese state-owned enterprises going out there into the world and buying assets, maybe most notably in places like Africa. We now are seeing them doing relatively big purchases in developed markets, and those are being improved. I think this is something we will see for many years to come. But I'm not sure if I would highlight this as a dramatic new trend. I think it's something that's been in place for a period of time. So the macro story for China is improving. The micro is a bit more of a struggle. So we have a modest underweight in China. Remember, it is the biggest market in EM. But we struggle to go neutral or go overweight because it's difficult finding companies where the profit outlook is looking interesting.